Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll talk quickly about how you can register on SAM.gov, and I'll walk you through step by step on how you can do it using the government website. Before we begin, we can talk a little bit about what is SAM.gov, why should you use SAM.gov, and finally we'll walk you through how you can register on SAM.gov. So let's get started. So what is SAM.gov? SAM stands for System Award Management, and it is the system used to bid on federal opportunities, and it's the entry point for you to start working with the federal government. So why should you register on SAM.gov? Well, of course, if you want to start bidding and getting paid by the US government, which by the way spent $770 billion during fiscal year 2024, and it awarded over 5 million contracts. So there are a lot of opportunities and there is a lot of money to be made by working with the federal government. And this is the government's way of working. So you have to be compliant, you have to follow the rules and the procedures that the government has outlined. And that's why we should use SAM.gov. Something that is maybe not well known about SAM.gov is that it offers more than federal opportunities and contracts. You can even find grants and loans and other assistance listings on the platform, which is good to know. So let's get started. What we're gonna do now is that we will sign up and create an account on SAM.gov, and then we want to create a unique entity identifier code, also known as UEI code. It's mostly referred to as a UEI code. The UEI code is used to identify organizations that want to do business with the federal government, and this also entails grants, awards, and other stuff. So it's not only contracts. And then you have your CAGE code. It stands for Commercial and Government Entity Code. So let's get started. We can start by heading over to SAM.gov, and then here you see that we have a sign in button. So we can click on agree, and then we see this login.gov page used to securely log into your government account. In our case, you want to create an account, so we click on create an account, and here you can enter your email address, enter mine, and I will submit. And now you should receive a verification email. So as you guys see here, I got a verification email from login.gov, and I will confirm my email address. Now it's the time for you to type in a strong password that you want to use. There we go. And then now you have an authentication method, and we have different variations to this. You can use an authenticator app on your mobile phone. You can use text or voice message. I'll use text or voice message, and then I'll click on continue, and here you can go ahead and enter your phone number, and then login.gov will send you a code that we will enter later on. So this is the code that I got. I can now click on submit, and now you've added your first authentication method. You're free to add a second method as a backup, but because we're just trying to do a quick tutorial here, we will skip this for now. So we'll click on agree and continue because we don't want to add another authentication method. And then we have the terms of use. You're free to read through it. I'll just scroll down and then click on agree to the SAM.gov terms of use and then submit. So when you click on submit, you'll have to enter a one-time password that is emailed to your email. After you enter that one-time code, you will have to complete your profile. So I can add my first name, last name, and then you can add phone number, of course. Click on submit. So here you have to enter your UEI code and other codes, but because we need to create that, we will skip this step and click on skip and finish. And because we don't have any entity, we can click on add new entity, and now we have to go through this form to create a new entity. So we click on create new entity, And then we see here, I want to do business directly with the US federal government, with a business or other organization which receives funds directly from the US federal government. I'll click on directly with the US federal government. Because we want to bid on federal opportunities, we'll click on the first one, but you can choose other choices such as federal financial assistance if you want to get more into grants and loans. Then we'll click on next. And then here, who required your entity to be in SAM.gov? We'll click on federal government. And then here in the federal hierarchy, you're free to enter the name of the agency or department that you're going to work with. It is optional, so I'll just leave it at empty for now. We can click on next. And this is an interesting page that you may need to look more at. You have 3 options that you can look into: unique entity ID only, financial assistance, or all awards. And you see here a table that explains the differences between the 3 ones. Something to think about here is the level of effort you have to put in. The first column, unique entity ID only, is the lowest, and then medium to high for financial assistance, and it is the highest for all awards. But you can see here that you don't get a cache code when you are only applying for UEI code. If you want to learn more about what best suits you and how to think more about this, I'll leave a checklist in the description that you can take a look at. But for now, to keep it simple and easy and fast, I'll choose the first column. And here you can go ahead and enter your legal business name along with the address. And after you enter your information, you will get this page where they are just trying to check that you have all the requirement documents for you to start validating your entity, such as legal business name, physical address, and so on. You have to check this box here. I can provide official documentation if necessary to validate my entity, and then you can click on next. And what will happen here is that SAM.gov will take your legal business name and it will try to match it through its database. If SAM.gov successfully finds your business here, you can just go ahead and click on I recognize my entity in the legal entities list, and then you can select the entry that matches your business. In my case, it didn't find the legal name, so I'll click on I don't recognize my entity in the list, and then click on next. Let's say for this and District of Columbia. And now you get a brief summary of everything that you've entered. If everything looks good, we'll just continue by clicking on next. Because SAM.gov couldn't find our business, we have to provide the documents that proves the incorporation of our business, like legal business name and physical address, legal business name and US state of incorporation, the same document. So you'll have to attach all of these documents when you're done with all of these. So after you attach all the required documents, you can go ahead and click on next. After that, SAM.gov will just show you a message stating that it will take between 1 to 3 business days for it to validate your incorporation. And this is because SAM.gov couldn't really find our legal business name when it searched for it. So we will have to go through this a bit slower manual process. When that's done and we are done with the validation, you will be set to get your unique entity ID. What I forgot to mention to you guys at the beginning is that you don't really need to have an account on SAM.gov to search for opportunities. So you can go ahead and search for anything you really want on the platform without really having an entity ID. So I have mentioned in my previous videos how hard it can be to use SAM.gov to find your perfect opportunity, and that's why I want to finish this video by talking very quickly about SAMSearch. SAMSearch is the ultimate AI government contracting platform. It offers a lot of features that will streamline your government contracting process. The most notable ones are AI search, not only for federal opportunities, but also for state, local, education, SBIR, and also federal grants all of these opportunities in one place. You can chat with all of these opportunities using AI, and you can also generate proposals using AI. If you want to learn more, please don't hesitate to contact us through email or live chat on SAM.gov. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.